and welcome to a new video. Today is exciting because I think we're going to start our like fall reset slash doing bookish things with me. So yeah, get cozy, get settled. I'm in my pajamas. I've got the overhead light on because it's kind of dark out. Got a fun little snack. I've got my water. But let's get into kind of what I'm thinking that today's video might entail. I made myself a little list, as usual, of like fall things that I want to do. And I just couldn't wait to get started. I was going to start next week and then I was like, no, you know what? I love the book I'm reading for one, so I want to talk about that. And I also want to go over the fall things that I want to get done. So the first thing, this isn't going to be in the order that I want to do these things. But first that I wrote on the list is taking books to the free little libraries, like my local free little libraries. I have a bag in my closet with like 3 or 4 books that have just been waiting to be taken to free little libraries. So that's just something that I need to get done. And I figure what better time than a seasonal reset, right? So that's one thing on my list. And then I wrote TJ Maxx clothes ? This was literally just me being in the mood to go clothing shopping and like fall clothing shopping, I guess. So we'll see if that happens. I don't know if that'll actually be a thing that's happening in this video because like I go back and forth. I'm like, do I need clothes? Also, how cute are these new nails? Are we kidding? My little cousin did these and she's been doing my nails probably the last 4 times I've gotten them done. She's done them because she's like practicing and stuff, and oh my god, I feel like a pretty princess. Like, are you kidding me? I feel like Barbie. I'm very distracted. Anyway, one of the major things on my list that I really want to do, like I'm so excited, is to create a fall TBR for myself. And I have a few obviously that I already own that I'm looking at. I am also going to be going book shopping in like 4 days at one of like the bigger bookstores near me, so that will also, like a haul of that will be in this video for sure too. I don't know exactly like what books I'm gonna buy, but I'm gonna have my fall TBR in mind. But I think the first step is just I need to like sit down and create a list of like my fall TBR because I'm just feeling really in the fall mood. Every August this happens, even though the weather's still hot, I start to get in that fall mood. Like I'm ready for dark academia. I'm ready for like rainy, gloomy, cozy days in. I'm excited. That's like one of the main things I want to do in today's video. And then I also put clean car ? I don't know if that's gonna happen in this video either because it's just something that I don't feel like doing. I'm dreading it, so we'll see. It's just something that needs to get done and it's been on my list for a long time. And then book haul, obviously, like I just mentioned. Fall shelf decor. I am thinking about getting out my fall shelf decorations, which is basically just like some pumpkins and stuff. I would love to get lights to put around my bookshelves again. It's just so much effort. I'm like, ugh. Anyway, we'll see. I also really need to order another bookshelf. Like I'm thinking another Skinny Billy. I think I mentioned this a couple videos back. I'm running out of room. I don't know if I've showed you. I'll show you right now. I am literally like, okay, sorry the lighting's so bad. But if you look at this shelf, there's like literally no room at all. And then this shelf here, which is mostly my romance, has a little bit of room here, a little bit of room on that bottom shelf, but otherwise, like they are full. So yeah, we are in need of another shelf. If I order it though, I don't know how long it'll take to get here, so we'll see if, again, if that happens in this video, but it is something that's on my list to do. Reminder to drink your water. Next, or last, the last thing that I have written on this list is a Kindle reset. I ordered a new Kindle case. I'm gonna wait to show you until it gets here. Again, I think that's supposed to be coming like Tuesday, like this upcoming week, so that will definitely be in this video. I want to redo all of the stickers on the back of my Kindle because right now, this is what we have going on. We have my Spring Forever booked case, which is, it says like Silly Goose and it's got little geese on it, which is so cute for spring and summer. And then the back is these stickers. This one's kind of fall, but the rest of them, I don't know, aren't really giving fall. So I want to do like a complete fall makeover of my Kindle once that new case comes in. And yeah, I also obviously want to read while we're in this video. So before we get started on doing the cozy fall things, let's talk about the book I'm reading right now, which is, I'm currently reading The Songbird and the Heart of Stone, and I'm about 75% through, I think. Chapter 34. 75%. And I am loving this. I went into this really hesitant because I saw so many people giving it like negative, not necessarily negative reviews, but saying that they were disappointed and that this was like maybe kind of repetitive or like boring or whatever. I'm loving it. I'm loving the plot and like the journey that they're going on. I'm loving the romance. I love Alsooo. Oh my god, he has like all these like really interesting scars and one eye that's kind of like white and different because he just has so many traumatic things that he's gone through to get to the point where he's at. And I love him because he also, you can tell that he deeply cares for like animals, and he's helping the souls of, not the underworld, but it's kind of hard to explain. He's helping these souls basically cross over to the underworld or like through the veil, and it's because he cares so much, and I love him, and I love him and Misha together. I'm obsessed. We haven't gotten a ton of romance yet, like it's very slow burn, which I love in Carissa Broadbent's books. I will say her writing, I know a lot of people struggle with her writing, and I can see why. While I do love it and I can usually look past it, there have been times where her descriptions of like action scenes or her descriptions of some of the places are kind of like smoke, right? They're like smoke in my mind that it's not quite creating the picture. It's not even that I would call it flowery writing. I don't know. It's just like the way she describes things can sometimes be hard to grasp. So there's that. But again, I can like look past it and still get the gist of what's going on. And I'm just very immersed in this book right now. Everything about it is like gripping me. I love the romance. I cannot wait until that comes to a head. The premise of this book, did I even say what this book is even like about? Basically, Alsooo needs Misha to go on a mission with him because Misha is what they call like a dawn drinker, so she gets her power from like the sun god, and he ends up needing her for a mission. I'm gonna go over it too much because I'm always like really trying not to spoil things, but he needs her, and so this mission kind of requires them to travel to the underworld. However, there are 5 levels that they have to go through before they can get to the actual underworld, which are basically your humanity shedding layers, different things, as you go from being alive to dead. So I just think that's a really cool idea. It reminds me of kind of like the 7 levels of hell, or like the 7 circles of hell. I don't know if that's anything that even makes sense as a comparison, but to me that's what I thought of. But I kind of love that the book is broken down like this. It creates a very clear path for the plot, and I can see where people might think it's repetitive, but I'm eating it up, absolutely devouring it. I think that it's so creative. I think that the whole idea behind having these different levels of a descent into the underworld and like shedding a part of your humanity at each level is such a cool idea, and just the imagery behind it. I love Carissa Broadbent's mind, I will say that, and her storytelling. But back to like the descriptions being a little hard to grasp. For example, they'll be going into a new level of the world, and it'll be like rivers of blood like on the ground but also in the air, and it'll be talking about like jutting white bone structures, and I just can't like fully picture it. So I don't know, that might just be me. I have no idea. I am loving this book, and I'm like highlighting, oh no, I got fingerprints everywhere. I'm absolutely highlighting the crap out of this book so far. Like if I go to my highlights right now, we're still scrolling, still scrolling, still scrolling, still scrolling. We have so many. I started highlighting on page 9. No one loves you more than someone who has no one else. Oh, that just hit so much. Also the things being said about religion in here, just the imagery and the symbolism too of different things like the sun. Look at all that a sunrise can mean. We survived another night, and no matter what, the dawn will always come for us. Never forget that. Love that. Love the hope in this book. I am very pleasantly surprised by this. Like I don't really get how other people aren't liking it. I'm loving it. I don't know. So I would love to know if you've read this, like how you felt. Like am I the only one in this camp? I don't know. But yeah, I'm loving it. That's my little reading update. The things on my fall list. I don't know actually like how much I'll do today because it's like 6:30 on a Friday night. I mostly just wanted to get the intro out of the way. Yeah, the next time I'm doing fall things, I'll be recording it for this vlog, so stay tuned. Well, I mean, you're here. It'll be 2 seconds. I'm gonna go. Good morning. I feel like I have you on the wrong side. I feel like I usually, hold on, you need to be higher. For 2, you need to be over here. Okay, so as you saw just a second ago in the B-roll, I did indeed drop off some books at a free little library. There are like multiple ones that I could go to locally, but I have a couple favorites, and the one that I showed you is one of them because it's so big, but it was still very full. But I was like, you know what? I only have 4 books, so let's put all 4 of them in this little, not so little, free little library. And next time when I have a bigger stack of books, we will disperse them more evenly throughout town and stuff. But yeah, so that was exciting. I always love donating books to free little libraries and just seeing what they have in there. This one didn't really have anything I was interested in. The only book that I even recognized in there was The Silent Patient, which I read like years and years ago. But yeah, that was really fun. And then I did go and get a coffee. I got a cold brew this time with vanilla syrup and a little bit of cream. And I have not gotten cold brew in a really long time. So pray for me that this doesn't absolutely wreck me and make my heart race, because something about me is that I am sensitive to caffeine. But yeah, I just keep doing it to myself. Anyway, it tastes delicious. The ice is already melting. What am I even talking about? So for the next part of this fall reset, I wanted to go over the fall TBR. I did the other night, like on my phone, just kind of make a tentative fall TBR list. So I'm gonna go over that right here with you guys. Some of these I own, some of these I don't own yet. Some of them don't come out till like end of September, and some of them I might be hauling this week, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. But yeah, so let's go through, let me grab the books that I do have on this list, and then I'll come back and we'll go over the fall TBR. These are all of the ones that I own physically at this point in time. However, I do predict that by the end of the week I will own some more on my list. But let's go over these ones first that I own. The number one, or not the number one, the one I have here on top is one that I have been putting off for a very, very, very long time, and that is Dracula by Bram Stoker. Now this is obviously a classic. This edition, by the way, this like pop art, are you kidding me? I had to have this. This is one that I've wanted to read for years because I feel like it's the quintessential vampire classic that a lot of our most beloved vampire books like came from, right? So I do really, really want to get into this. I will say I get intimidated by even just the thought of reading a classic because it's been since college. I might listen to this one on audiobook. We shall see. But I am excited. I don't know. I really want to read this and get into it. It's just such a big book, and I'm terrified that it's gonna be like slow paced. So if anyone has read Dracula and loved it, please let me know and convince me to read this spooky season. That's the goal. That is one that's been on my fall TBR for years. Let's hope that this is the year. Next is another quintessential fall book, and this will be a reread for me, and that is, you guessed it, Twilight. I don't even know, what there is to say about this other than I have a very soft spot in my heart for Twilight, and every fall I get the urge to reread and just like watch the Twilight movies. I don't know if I'll read the entire series, like reread the entire series, but I for sure would at least love to reread Twilight because the fall vibes in this book are so good. And I also just am curious to see what I think of it now as an adult, because the last time I read these books, I was in high school. So this is my original copy. I don't know if you can see like the wear and tear on it, but yeah, this is my original copy that I have from high school. And I love these original covers way more than the new ones. Anyway, Twilight's on the docket. Again, another vampire book. Another one that we have that's more of a new purchase is, what is this called? The Grimoire Grammar School Parent-Teacher Association. That's a mouthful. And this one is more, I think, of like a cozy fantasy. And it says, Harry Potter meets Gilmore Girls. Seriously, what's not to like? So I love the sound of that. We have a quote or a blurb from Sarah Beth Durst, and I loved the spell shop. All I know is that there are magical creatures. It's in a school setting. And so for me, I kind of really would love to read this in September. I think like the back to school time period would be really good for this and just for a cozy fantasy in general. I originally really wanted to read this as a buddy read with my friend Kayla, so I need to contact her and see like if and when she wants to buddy read this with me. So yeah, hopefully I get to this one in September. Next, we have more of a dark academia one, and that is Nightshade by Autumn Woods. Now, when I first hauled this, I thought that this might be fantasy, but it's not, as far as I know. It's more of like dark academia. They're solving a mystery, they're in a school setting in the Scottish Highlands. Are you kidding me? That sounds amazing. And I've also just heard really, really good things about this book, so this one is also on the docket for fall season. And then next we do have a couple of fantasies. One that I just recently purchased, my most recent purchase actually, which is Immortal Consequences. I could not pass this cover up. Are you kidding me? The rose gold foiling, these edges, I'm quite literally obsessed. And all I know about this one is that, once again, I think it's like dark academia fantasy, it's YA, and you have like a big cast of characters. I've heard that there's like a lot of POVs. Yeah, so it says, welcome to Blackwood Academy, the legendary school located on the fringes of the afterlife. Once a pupil enters the academy's arched gates, there is no way out except for the decennial, a once-in-a-decade celebration in which a single worthy student is tested and given a choice. Graduate and join Blackwood's magical elite, or cross over to the mysterious other side. So there's like a competition. It's dark academia, it's fantasy, it's YA. It sounds amazing. There are academic arch rivals. It sounds like there's gonna be for sure a romance. We have a charming playboy. We have, I think, because it says there's 6 students, I think that means there's gonna be 6 POVs. I don't know. But I've heard it's like not that hard to keep track of, so I'm very excited to get into this one. Last but not least, on my current physical TBR, I have Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. This is one, again, I've had this one I think since December. My little cousin got this for me for Christmas, and I've been holding on to it for fall because for some reason, this just gives me the most perfect fall vibes. I don't even really know what it's about other than it's a fantasy and people love it, and it's a slow burn. So that's all I kind of want to know going into it. I know that this is like a very long series, so we'll see, you know, if I just read the first book. I'm hoping that throughout the fall season I will, one, love this first one and then like continue the series back to back kind of, so that I can not be adding another series that's just not being completed. But I'm very, very excited to see what I think about this one. All I know is that, like I said, so many people love this one and rant and rave about it. So this one's also on the docket. Now, that is all of my current physical ones that I own that are on the fall TBR, and then the rest of these either aren't out yet or I just don't own them yet, so let's go over those. I'll try to pop like pictures up on the screen. In my dark academia list, we have Immortal Consequences, which we just went over, Nightshade, which I also own, and then third we have A Theory of Dreaming by Ava Reed, and this is book 2 that comes after Study in Drowning. And I read A Study in Drowning 2 years ago now. Absolutely loved it. I gave it, it's like one of my 6-star books. I haven't reread it or anything like that. I just remember the time of year that I read it, the vibes were so perfect. I just ate it up. And so I am very excited to read A Theory of Dreaming, because originally I didn't even think that there was going to be a second book to that one. It felt pretty wrapped up, but I am curious nonetheless to see what Ava does in A Theory of Dreaming. And the Barnes & Noble special edition is once again so beautiful. So let's hope that I get that one in my haul tomorrow, because we're going shopping. We're going book shopping tomorrow. and I could not be more excited. Fantasy. My fantasy section, Spark of the Everflame, which we just went over. The Grimoire Grammar School PTA, just went over. Twilight. Again, I own that. And the two on this list that I don't own are number one, A Steeping of Blood, which is a new release coming out, I believe. This one comes out end of September, and it's the second book after A Tempest of Tea, which is a YA vampire heist type of book. And again, I gave that 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I ate it up, and so I cannot wait for the sequel. And also on my fantasy list for fall is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. This is one that I kind of hemmed and hawed about putting on this list at first. I don't even really know why, but the more that I hear about it and the whole toxic lesbian vampires vibe, the more I really am intrigued and want to read it. Plus, V.E. Schwab is one of my like newfound favorite authors as of this year. I read the Darker Shades of Magic trilogy and loved it. I gave the last book 5 stars, or like really close to 5 stars. And I do think that that's like a very underrated series. I've also read and loved Addie LaRue. I read Gallant, which is more of like a very young, I would say, YA fantasy. I'm getting a phone call. I will be back. I'm back. It is literally hours later because I talked to my friend on the phone for like an hour while I went for a walk, and then I worked out, and then I just showered, and now we're finally going to pick back up where we left off on my fall TBR, if I can figure out where I was. What did I get through? I talked about Twilight. I talked about A Steeping of Blood. I think I was in the middle of talking about Bury Our Bones. This one has recently, no, I think I finished talking about that one, right? Because anyway, I want to read Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil because it just sounds really good. It sounds like something a little bit different than what I usually read. I mean, obviously it's fantasy because there's vampires, but I think it's maybe reads more like contemporary or literary. I've heard it's a little bit slower, so maybe we'll be in the mood for that sometime this fall. So that was the last one in my fantasy category. In the romance category, I have Unnatural by Mia Sheridan. This comes out, I believe, August 26th. This is the book that comes after Unwanted, which I was talking about in my wrap up last month. So yeah, I do want to read that one, and the cover is so fall. Can't wait to get that one. And then we also, the rest of these are all going to be either new releases or like Kindle reads. So we have Unnatural, which isn't out yet, Soul Searching by Lila Sage. That one I believe also comes out end of September, and I don't really know what that one's about other than I know it's going to be a romance and it might have like some spooky fall vibes. So can't wait to read that one. We then have Road Trip with a Vampire by Jenna Levine, also coming out at the end of September, and that one I am beyond psyched for because I love the My Roommate is a Vampire series. They are just so, I don't know, they're the most rom-com-y rom-com ever, and I just absolutely fly through them. So I cannot wait for that to come out as well. Then last up on my romance list, I have Eclipsed Empire, which is by Tessa Hale, and that is book 2 in the Crescent, I think it's called Crescent Kingdom? Yeah, the Crescent Kingdom series. Eclipsed Empire is book 2 of that, and I just need to download that on Kindle Unlimited and read that before the third one comes out. That is my plan. And then the only classic on my list was Dracula, which we already went over. So yeah, I have a good mix of dark academia, fantasy, romance, etc. on my fall TBR. These are just like the ones that immediately came to mind. And even this is pretty ambitious, I would say, because how many do we have? We have 13 books on this list, and of course that's not even accounting for other reads, mood reads, that's not accounting for anything else. And I would say we have from like right now until end of November, we have quite a long time that I would say is like fall reading time. We have the rest of August, we have all of September, October, and I'm just gonna say all of November as well. So we have at least a good 3.5 months to tackle these. So I think that's a good time. Also, while we're here, I kind of wanted to mention some of the movies and like TV shows that are on my radar that I would love to watch or rewatch this fall. One of them being The Haunted Mansion by Eddie Murphy. I think I've mentioned this in past videos before, but this one is so nostalgic to me. It's just so funny, silly, goofy with like I don't like actual scary movies, you know? But this was one that when I was a kid, I just had such a good time with it. It was a little spooky, but like mostly funny. So The Haunted Mansion by Eddie Murphy is on my rewatch list this year. Twilight's always a possibility. Twilight's always on the fall docket. I would also really like to rewatch Vampire Diaries. again, every year I feel like I get the urge to rewatch Vampire Diaries in the fall. And then obviously I would love to watch some more Gilmore Girls, just like cozy fall rewatch vibes. And yeah, so that's pretty much my fall TBR list, my fall watch bucket list. And I'm very, very excited. I would love to know like what's on your guys's fall TBR. Are there any that you think I should add to this list? Let me know below. But yeah, that's my TBR. Was there anything else? Oh, I did want to give you guys a reading update as well while we're here, because I did finish The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. I finished this a couple days ago and then went right into The Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk by Carissa Broadbent. And I think I ended up landing on a 4.25 stars for this one. It was really good, really fun. I flew through it. I thought the structure of this was really fun and unique, just like them descending into the underworld and having to go through these different sanctums of, they like represented a part of humanity, right, that you're shedding as you go to the underworld. I thought that was so creative and unique, and just the vibes in a Carissa Broadbent book are unmatched. I love this world. I loved Serpent and the Wings of Night. Her writing style is beautiful, but very descriptive, sometimes to the point where I can't quite grasp exactly, can't quite picture what I'm supposed to be picturing. And I have heard that from other people as well, but it's not enough to take away from my enjoyment of like her slow burns, her romances, the world, the plot. I think all of that really comes together pretty well. And I was nervous going into this because of all of the, not even negativity that I heard surrounding this book, but just people saying that like they were kind of disappointed. I was not disappointed. I had a great time. So yeah, that was this one. We immediately started reading, like I said, Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk on my Kindle. I think I'm like 40% through. So we're working our way through that one. Fall list so far. What have we gotten done? I need to cross things off, but we did drop books off at the Free Little Libraries. We did create a fall TBR, which I'll probably be adding more to that as we go, but like that's the one that's been in my mind for a while. Guys, I think that's it. That's all we've done so far, but that's okay, because like I said, we will be going book shopping tomorrow. I don't know how much of the actual book shopping I'll take you along on, because I'm gonna be with my father-in-law, and that's kind of, I don't like filming when there's other people with me, unless they're also like a book girly. So we'll see how much I actually get of that, but there will be a book haul, don't you worry. So we have book haul coming up. We still haven't cleaned my car. Let's not talk about that. And then Kindle reset. My case and stickers and stuff that I ordered are, did I order any stickers? I think I ordered one. My new case is on the way and it should be here today. So the Kindle reset will also be coming soon. So that's what we have going on, but I'm gonna go because it's now midday. I need to eat. I need to do some other work stuff, and I don't know why I'm outroing. Okay, my Kindle case did come in the mail today, so we are going to unbox it, unpackage it, whatever you want to call it, and we are going to do a quick little Kindle makeover. I was gonna do it out in the living room because I feel like the lighting's better and I have more room, but then the AC is just so loud. It's so loud, I can't. Anyway, let's get all the accessories and case and stuff out. I'm so excited. I ordered a couple of stickers, a bookmark, and of course, oh, the thing came right off. Ah! This case, I'm obsessed. This is from Forever Booked, by the way. I'll put her little Instagram up here, but I love Forever Booked cases, and this is her Twilight one. It says like Team Edward, Say It, Team Jacob. It's amazing. I'm obsessed. And then it's got a clear back so that you can put stickers on there. And I have a bunch of stickers that I've been collecting, like more fallish stickers I've been collecting for this moment. That will be good. And then I got two little stickers. One's actually for my sister-in-law. It's hard to do things with nails. So this one is for my sister-in-law because she loves orange cats, and it says, "Take me to your readers," which is so cute. And then I got myself this Honkus Ponkus one because, are you kidding me? That's adorable and hilarious. So I got those, and then I also got a couple bookmarks. Again, one for me, one for my sister-in-law, and we get the free bookmark that comes with when you order. The one that I got for myself is this Spooky Babe lava lamp one. I love how like cute and tiny it is. I don't know if you can tell like the size of this, but she's cute. I'm obsessed. We got this one, Sorry I Can't, I'm Busy. Love that for summer. And then for my sister-in-law, I got the, I think it's called like Cats and Hats or something, but it's basically cats in Santa hats. I'm obsessed. Anyway, that is for my sister-in-law, so we'll set those to a side. Okay, right now we are just popping my old case off real quick. Yeah, which for some reason is always a pain in the butt. Alright, not free. Perfect, let's eat. Get all the old stickers out of there. Oh yeah, I want my Twilight sticker, obviously. Do we think? I'm not like obsessed, but it's not bad. What I'd really love to do is eventually get like a Kindle insert for the back to have the back be different from the front. But I don't know, I like it. So we have, let's do a little tour. Sorry for the glare. Let's see if we can get the glare off. Okay, so we have Fantasy Girly up here. A little red book with dragons. It's kind of hiding in the background. And we have Violent Little Thing, which is from Fourth Wing. And then we have the new Honkus Ponkus, which is obviously a cutie spooky season sticker. We have Essence of Dittany, little potion, a spooky book club book stack. And then we have a cat with a Gryffindor tie on it. We have a book lover, girly ghost. And then of course we have the Twilight. This is the Kindle of a Reader Bella, which also is from Forever Booked. Actually, I think not all of these, but most of them, except maybe everything except for these four are from Forever Booked, and the other ones are just random. I can't even remember where I got them from, but here's that. The front of the case, I'm literally obsessed. I'm back from book shopping and I have a haul for you. I was pretty successful. I had a list of like 4 or 5 books and I did find, I think the official list was 4 because one of them wasn't out yet. And so I ended up finding 3 out of those 4. One of them I did not find, which was sad. They were sold out. And then I got a different one that wasn't even on the list. So let's go over them. The one I couldn't find was Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. That location just was completely sold out, which is interesting because it's a bigger location. It's a bigger Barnes. But I know that my local one that's like really close to my house has like 6 copies or should have 6 copies. So the next time I'm there, I will just grab that one. One that was not on my list and I totally forgot was coming out as a traditionally published book. Been on my TBR for forever, but I always forget about it, is Fairy Tale by Veronica Lancet. This one, for one, she's huge. She's a chunker. The writing's also kind of tiny in this, so I'm a little bit intimidated. I've heard really, really good things about it, but even after reading a little bit of the synopsis, I still don't quite understand what this is about, other than that it's set in like the 1950s, and this woman receives a letter that her father, her biological father, passed away. She has to go to this town. She starts to realize weird things going on in this town. So this is kind of giving me kind of like dark, I don't know if it's gonna be fairy tale. I mean, that would kind of make sense because of the name. But it's giving me like dark fantasy-ish vibes. Also, sorry, my AC is once again ruining the vibe, but I wanted to sit in the living room. It's cozier in here. Anyway, I held this one. And then I also got the next book that I need to read in the Lunar Chronicles, which is Caress by Marissa Meyer, another kind of chunky book. I almost just completed the series and picked up this one and Winter. And then I was like, you know what, no. It's kind of fun to get each book as I want to read them. But yeah, Caress, this one I believe is a like Rapunzel retelling, but it's continuing the story where we leave off after Scarlet. So very excited to read this one. Also, I love the colors of these covers. They're just very pretty. So can't wait to read that one. I did get that one. That was on my list. And then a big one on my list for today, because today was its release day, is Love Arranged by Lauren Asher. This is the third book in the Lakefront Billionaire series. Another chunker. Guys, almost all the books I got today are pretty big. And this one, I have not read this series in a while, like book 2 I have not read in a long time. One follows Lorenzo and Lily. I really need to brush up on this series because I don't know. But I really like these covers too. So pretty. This is gonna look great on my shelf next to the other two. This one is the only romance I got. Last but not least, this next one was also on my list in my fall TBR, and that is A Theory of Dreaming by Ava Reed. Hello, gorgeous, Gorgina. And this is book 2 that comes after A Study in Drowning. The end papers are beautiful. The naked hardcover, I'm obsessed. I love these editions. These are like really good special editions. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one as well. I don't even really know how to explain A Study in Drowning, other than it's like not spooky, kind of eerie, dark academia, YA, I think it's YA, and you follow Preston and, guys, I don't even know the main character's name. Anyway, the female main character, as they try to figure out this mystery surrounding this dead author and his most famous work. They are trying to like uncover some things. They go to his decrepit, falling apart mansion, and things unravel from there. I'm very excited to see where Ava's gonna take this second book in this world. So yeah, that is my haul. Pretty good haul, if I do say so myself. I had a great day. I've been gone all day, so it's like 4 p.m. and I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna probably put some cozier clothes on and just be done for the night. Maybe do some cozy gaming, read my book. I think that this is probably going to be the end of this vlog. I did plan to do a few other things. If you guys remember my list, sorry about the glare. If you guys remember my list from the beginning of this video, I did plan to do some more in this. Things are very busy for me this week and weekend, so I think I'm gonna end it here so I can start editing. Let's go over what we got done for the fall reset. So first thing we did is we took books to, oh, can you see me? We took books to the free little libraries and did a little donation, and then we created my fall TBR, which was like one of the biggest things I wanted to do. And then we also went book shopping and got some of the books that were on my fall TBR. Actually, looking at this pile, I think only one of them was officially on my like fall TBR list, even though I'm going to be adding Fairytale to that list as well. And then we also did my fall Kindle reset. So the things that we didn't get to in this video were going to TJ Maxx, which I can do that anytime, and that was also kind of like a question mark. I didn't know if I felt like doing that this week. And then cleaning my car. I might actually be getting a new car literally this weekend. Well, new to me. So that's kind of why I've been putting that off. I mean, obviously if I sell my current car, I need to like clean it, but I just didn't feel like doing that. And yesterday was raining all day, so that'll be a different day's chore. And then I also have not gotten out my fall shelf decor yet because I did go on IKEA and I bought another Skinny Billy, and that's supposed to be here in like a week or so, but I didn't want to stall this video for another like 2 weeks at that point. We're gonna be doing decorating the shelves for fall at another time, because I figure why do it now when I'm gonna be getting another shelf, having to rearrange everything, and then I don't know, it'll just make more sense in my mind to wait and decorate it all at once. So yeah, that's the plan. But thank you guys so much for coming along on my little fall reset journey. I hope it was enjoyable to watch. I actually took my camera into the bookstore for once, even though there was lots of people, and it was my regular camera too, not even like the DJI Pocket, so I'm proud of myself. Anyway, I would love to know what you guys plan to read for fall. What's on your fall TBR? Is there anything that you do as part of like a fall reset or a seasonal reset? I would love to know. Thank you again for watching. I love you all so much. Hope to catch you in the next one. Bye!